Morning, everyone. Today we're going to watch a video that will go over each of the answers for your final exam review. So please have your packet out. If necessary, pause the video so you can write some notes down on your packet. All right, let's get started. For question number 1, we want to know how many 75 hundredths of a pound packages can be made with a total of 18 pounds of sunflower seeds. So the question is how many 75 hundredths of a pound are in 18 pounds? So we move the decimal point twice to the right, and we move this decimal point twice to the right. And now we divide as normal. Okay, how many 75s go into 180? I hope you all said 2. 75 times 2, 150. 30 left over, bring down the 0. How many 75s and 300? 4. 24. Number 2, solve the equation and check your solution. Hopefully all of you recognize by now that we are viewing the distributive property right in there. So we're going to distribute the -6 to the y and to the 5. Okay, now that we have the problem written out after distributing, we want to combine like terms. So our first step, since our solution is an integer, I'm going to take this integer here and move it to the right. So if I take a look at 30, it's currently negative. The opposite of negative is positive. So I'll be adding 30 to both sides. So -6y is equal to, I have two numbers and my signs are different. I have a negative here and a positive here. Since my signs are different, I will be subtracting these two and keeping the answer negative. So I have negative 198. And to undo this multiplication in here, I have a -6 times y. And the opposite of times y would be divide. So I'm going to take -6, divide it by both sides to isolate my variable. So a negative divided by negative is a positive, so y equals 33. Okay, in this solution we have a proportion, and our goal is to find the value for b. So there's a couple ways we can solve this problem. One way is to find a common factor if that exists. 9 times what is 36 if I take a look at my denominators? And I hope you're saying 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So my value for b is 12. Another way we could have solved this problem is taking the cross product. The cross product will work for every single proportion. 36 times 3 equals 108, and we set that equal to the cross product of 9 times b. We get 9b. To isolate the variable, we divide because the opposite of times is division. 12 equals b. You pick the method you like best. Both process is correct. Number 4, 25 more than 8 times the quantity of a number decreased by 9 is negative 23. So what I see here is the distributive property right in here. So I'm going to take the distributive property and distribute the 8 to the n and the 9. Okay, from here, and if you have questions on how I got the 8n and the 72, I took the 8 times the n and the 8 times the 9. 9 times 8 is 72. Now I want to take any like terms that are on this left side and combine them. I have a positive 25 and a minus 72. So I want to combine those together. I have a negative 72 and a positive 25. Since my signs are different, I'll be subtracting them from one another and keeping the answer negative. Now what I'd like to do is move like terms over to the right side. Since this is an integer as a solution, I'd like to take this integer and move that over to the right side. So since it's minus 47, I'll be adding 47 to both sides. Since my 47 is positive, my 23 is negative, I'm going to subtract the 2 and keep the answer positive. Now my goal is to isolate the variable, and the opposite of multiplying 8 times n would be division. So I'll be dividing both sides by 8. So n equals 3. Number 5, if you notice, we have like terms on both sides of the equation. We also have common coefficients on both sides and common constants on both sides. So what we need to do is bring the coefficients to one side and bring the constants to the other. I'm going to start by moving the coefficients. I'm going to subtract 5f to both sides. So my 5f cancel out, leaving me with 2 equals 1f minus 2. Now I want to bring the constants to the left side. I'm going to add 2. 4 is equal to f. For number 6, the temperature is negative 56 degrees at 6 a.m. During the next 4 hours, the temperature increases. Increase means plus. So what's the temperature at 10? Negative 5 plus 17. 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 7, at the end of level 2, you've scored negative 25 points, but at the time you finish level 4, you have 75 points. Write a subtraction expression for the number of points you scored since the end of level 2. So what I want to do is take my end score and subtract where I was in the beginning, or in this case, level 2. So 75 minus negative 25. Remember, minus means to add, it's the opposite. So 75 plus the opposite of negative 25 is positive. So 100 points is my solution. Number 8, a manatee dives at a rate of 8 feet per second. Diving means negative. You're going under sea level. You're not going above sea level. So since we're diving, negative 8. And what integer represents the change in the manatee's position after 25 seconds? What integer is just another way of saying, give me an answer. So, negative 8 times 25, 200. Number 9, the operation in this problem is multiply. Let's negotiate the signs first. What is a negative times a negative? Hopefully you have said positive. What's a positive product times a negative? And I hope you are saying negative. So my solution so far is going to be negative something. Now I can just focus on the actual integers. 4 times 2 equals 8. And 8 times 6 equals 48. My final solution, negative 48. And number 10, find the mean. The mean tells us we add up all the numbers and divide how many items we have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So when I'm done, I'll be dividing by 5. So let's add. If you notice, all of my numbers are negatives. So I'm going to add all them up and keep the sign negative. I know 4 and 6 is 10. I know 14 plus 11 is 25. So 25 plus 10 is 35. Plus 3 more is 38. Negative. And I'll be dividing by 5. How many 5s go in 38? Hopefully you're saying 7. Okay, at this point, I'm able to add a decimal point and a 0. How many 5s go in 30? I hope you're saying 6. And our decimal point goes straight up. So our answer would be negative. Negative divided by positive is negative 7.